Welcome back. This is our next conversation, and it's all about investing in career opportunities at Quality Poultry. We are joined this morning by manager Andre Salgado, and of course he's no stranger to you guys. Andre, it's a pleasure having you here.
Good morning, Belize.
Good morning.
All right, welcome. So Quality Poultry has been around for a very long time, and I have to say kudos to you guys for thinking in this way, wanting to bring new opportunities of employment for people. I understand that you guys have had job fairs in the southern part of the country, but it's the first time we are getting it here in Belize District.
Right. Yeah. So last year, Quality Poultry celebrated 50 years anniversary. So a Belizean-owned company with over 50 years in experience. And we have realized that in Belize City, it's a little bit difficult to get staff. And again, this is just based from my observation. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
It's from my observation that since the inception of the call centers, it's really difficult to get staff in. And I know a lot of people that do go to the call centers and then they only stay for a short period of time and then they transition out, right? So with Quality Poultry, we have employees with the company that has been with us for over 20 years, 18 years, 15 years, 10 years. And myself, this year marks 13 years I'm going to be with the company. So there is room for growth and development at Quality Poultry, right? Yeah. Some people just think of it as a chicken company or they're only to sell chicken. No. There is so much complexity when it comes to actually selling a chicken. And there's so much work behind that process, and so that is why we're here today, as well as the restaurant side. You would be surprised, it's difficult to get staff in for the restaurant. A lot of people believe that they want to work or think they want to work, and when they come and they realize what it means to work, then a lot of people just stop because they thought it was easy, but you know it's an intense work working in a kitchen.
Yeah. So here's the thing, Andre. Perhaps it's the biggest challenge that you guys as a company are facing. How do you make it attractive? You mentioned earlier a lot of people are moving into the BPO sector.
Right.
But how do you make the job attractive in terms of anyone wanting to work at Quality?
Okay, so we do have 2 times for the year we do training. So, and I'm not talking about on the job site training. I'm talking about, let's say that you are in the customer service section. We offer customer service training. If you're in the sales section, we offer sales training. You come in to Quality as, let's say, a helper, right, on the delivery truck, but I see it's only that you have the potential to grow. You literally, I see you talk to the customers, we interact with customers, you know, you are people friendly. And so we train you to up yourself in terms of you up yourself.
Upward mobility.
Correct, upward mobility. And in terms of salary, we are very competitive with the industry we are in, right? You also have to understand, chicken is still the cheapest protein in the country, less than $3 a pound. Yeah. And so while other companies and other establishments, you know, let's say the banks and stuff, we know how much they pay. So for our industry, we are more than competitive in terms of that. We have bonuses in terms of sales bonus. If the branch supersedes the sale from the previous years, then there's a different levels of bonus that are available to be gotten. But again, that comes from you yourself as an employee to push and work and so forth.
So you've had job fairs in other municipalities,
right?
Bringing us to Belize City,
right? So we've had in Dangriga twice. When we did the expansion, when we did the Chicken Express building, we did a job fair there, and as well later on in this year, hopefully at the end of this year, with the new expansion of the Dangriga branch, we would also be doing an next one in Dangriga with the expansion of the Chicken Express. So
is it catching on though? You have a job fair. Is it bringing people out who are interested in learning not only about the company, but the careers that are being offered there?
The ones done in Dangriga and San Ignacio, they did bring a lot of people. However, this is the first time for Belize City. So I really and truly, I don't know what to expect. I would want to encourage everyone, if you're sitting home and you really want to work, then come on down. Right? No, and I'm saying it that way because, again, throughout the years, guys, if your mommy tell you come apply for the job, please not come.
Yeah.
If your girlfriend tell you, your lady tell you, boy, go Quality take a job,
no come.
No come. Yeah, because And I'm saying this
Yeah.
from experience. These people, because they don't want to work,
Yeah.
they sit home and they're comfortable in the position they are in. And so when their wife or their lady or their mom is sending them for work, they don't last nothing more than a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, 12 years I experiencing this, I'm telling you, it doesn't work. Now, if you would sit home, and I see it this way because I have a employee that we just hired about a month ago. She's a mom, right? She had to stop work because of the baby. And her child was at a good age now where she was comfortable in leaving her child with a sitter. She came, no experience in the kitchen. She works in the kitchen now, in the restaurant. She has that drive. We spoke to her. We did an interview with her. We saw, okay, you know what? Yes, this is what she wants. You know, I need for work. I need to develop myself. I need to develop my skills. I need to develop for my child. And so these are the type of people we're looking for. People who wants to grow with us.
I think we see that there is the potential to have longevity there even with the company. And so I'm hoping that there are people tuning in who might be even inspired by the length of years that you've been at Quality Poultry. But you're talking about the opportunities that exist. I want to zone in really quickly on some of those job openings that are available for people to see if they could be the right fit.
Sure. So at Chicken Express, we have available waiter/waitress. For us, it doesn't matter gender. As long as you come to work, we will work with you. Cashiers, same male, female. It doesn't matter us. I'm looking for chefs. I'm looking for line cook. I'm looking for prep staff, boss boy, boss girl / boss boy, boss girl. I'm looking for, I know it as a yard man, a gardener.
Like a maintenance person?
Yes, a maintenance person, someone that can, clean, cut the
jobs
yard,
around
the odd jobs around the place. I'm looking for somebody like that. In terms of Quality Poultry side, we're looking for salesmen. We're looking for delivery truck drivers. I'm looking for freezer men. Even that, we hire a lot of men who say, oh, don't worry, the coal good, I work in the coal. And we give them full gear, and they last nothing more than an hour in the freezer. Right, Basmat, and I'm saying it, Belize and language. I don't normally use Creole, but Basmat in to coal, I can't do this, I dip. So we're looking for serious workers to fill these positions. As well.
That's part of the issue, Andre. Right. A lot of manual work, but they don't want to do the kind of manual labor that the job calls for at these other places, especially in industry.
Right.
Everybody wants to sit down behind a desktop and type and answer call, and so respect to that.
Right.
But when it comes down to it and you need to get physical, that's what they shy away from.
Correct.
I think that's what you're experiencing.
Right. So, like, for instance, I kind of paused that the delivery truck drivers, right, B1, B2 licensed drivers. You would be surprised. We have friends in the call centers, video centers, and they did a survey, and the amount of B1, B2 drivers that sit in the call centers and answer calls and help customer service, it's amazing. I'm out here offering, really good salary for those people because you are skilled. It's not anybody can jump in a delivery truck and drive a delivery truck. And these guys are there, and I'm like, bro, come help me, I'm here.
You have to find a way to sweeten the deal, man.
Yeah, and I can hear your frustration, Andre, because clearly Quality Poultry is growing after 50 years of being in this country, a Belizean-owned business, providing jobs to Belizeans as well. You need that support from each other. And so hearing that these opportunities exist, for me, what I think of is that there's no excuse for people to say, one, that there are no jobs available. We just have to have that free will to actually get up and sacrifice where necessary to place yourselves in the industry that you desire and work your way up. Two, I think we also need to acknowledge that for certain jobs that you apply for, there are certain expectations as well. You can't go in and try to apply as a line kitchen person and think that you're going to be working like a call center agent. It's not. It requires different things. So go in thinking realistically what the roles and responsibilities are.
As well, let me say in terms of one of the benefits. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen My Chicken Boss.
Yes, I see very early in the morning, every day.
Right.
Tell me about it.
Right. People has dubbed it the Chicken Boss. It's I have a bus. Currently, it's an AC bus.
Yes.
That transport staff from Orange Walk to Belize City on a daily basis.
Okay.
I'm always behind that bus every day.
The bus leaves at 5 a.m. from
Yeah.
Orange Walk to reach for work at, because the first shift starts at 6:15, right? So you come in the bus. So a round trip for the bus on a regular bus, it's $12 a day,
Yeah.
right? So what I do as Quality Poultry, what we do, we as a added benefit to the staff, we take 50% of that cost, right? So a round trip per day per staff is only $6.
All right, there
Right?
you go.
$6 in an AC bus, comfortable, no worry about standees, not have to worry about your stuff to get stolen, whatever, right? So we transport the staff in. So if you live at Ladyville, it's only $1 round trip per day.
Wow.
Right.
It's more than affordable.
Right. So
Yeah.
again, we compensate, and the fuel. If you guys know, the fuel is very expensive. So I mean, imagine actually we compensate for more than 50% because the amount of staff in the bus does not equate to the amount of fuel that the bus uses
Yeah.
and maintenance for the bus. So we do have that as well. Right. We also have a secondary bus in the event that something will go down, happen to that bus. We have a backup for that. So again, these are stuff that we do for our staff.
So we
What
have
is the
transportation.
complement-
Yeah.
What is the complement of your staff in Belize City? right now?
Currently, the quantity is supposed to be 60. Right? So Belize City does the entire Belize district, all the way to Crooked Tree, Belize River Valley. We have delivery runs in Kikaka, and I have a team that takes products to San Pedro daily. Right? So it's a big surface area. So 60 total we're supposed to be at capacity. We're not there, and we would want to be there. And the only way we can be there is if you guys at home decide to come on down and come talk to us for the show.
So here's another concern, and I'll put myself in the shoe of someone who would want a job there, either as a delivery person or someone who works in the field as a salesperson. There is a very real issue of all of these robberies that are taking place out and about the country. And I think that while some people may want to work, they have to consider how much of their own personal well-being they're prepared to risk in doing these kinds of jobs.
We have encouraged customers, just like every other person, every other business that does this sort of work, to online payments and or credit card. So we do have portable credit card machines that are wireless that you can pay with a card if you so wish, right? However, we do know that some routes go into, I don't want to say more gang-infested areas, into more hotspots, right? So for those delivery teams that go into those spots, we do have daily with them GI3 police officers that go with them on the truck. So we do have security for our team. Right? It comes at a very high cost, I can promise you that. However, that does not translate into the price of the chicken that you pay. It's still less than $3 a pound. So in terms of safety, we do have that. In terms of branch location, we do have armed guards at both Quality Poultry and Chicken Express. So again, in terms of safety, that is the best that we can do, right? I must say that at the end of the day, it still comes down to our law enforcement officers to do their job, and I'm not saying that they're not doing their job. I think they're doing a good job. However, in everything, in every industry, in every place that you work, there are areas for improvement, and so I believe that is where that stands, and that's as much as I will comment on that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You spoke earlier about some of the benefits that people can get when they are employed by Quality Poultry. Let's go over that once more, and then talk about the job fair itself today, and then of course how they can apply.
So we have competitive salary. In terms of our industry that we are currently in. Again, we did different surveys. We asked different restaurant owners how much they pay their staff, and by all means, we are more than competitive in terms of that. So the salary, we do on-the-job site training. We do training for staff, customer service. We do sales training if that's the area you're in. We do kitchen training for the staff as well. There is different bonus that you can get. So let's say that the branch supersedes the sale from previous years, there are different tier levels of bonuses that can be achieved.
Yeah.
And again, it comes down to how good of a good team you are at the branch. In terms of transportation from Orange to Belize City for now, we compensate 50% of the transportation fee for you. So those are a couple of the benefits that we do offer. In terms of the kitchen, we also have, if you are employed in the restaurant, we do offer you free lunch, right? Now, again, that might sound, that sound like you have to do it. No, a lot of restaurants have moved away from free lunch. They have their reasons why, and I've heard them out, and I totally understand and agree with them. But yes, we still do that for now.
Yeah.
What about incentives for purchasing from the company that you work for?
Okay, so
like staff discounts.
Right, staff does get staff discounts for groceries. There's something called your account. So it's a system set up that you get every other week you get 10% discount on all grocery purchases, as well as whatever chicken discount is available. You do get discounts for those, right? So as an employee, you can get up to 10% discounts monthly, right? If you do choose to use that system, right? And then your account, the way it works is payday is next week, so you can get your groceries. There's a limit, of course, before your payday, and then we just lock it from the pay before. Right. So sometimes things hard, sometimes something might pop up, unexpected expense comes along, and so you would have to use that cash. So we help you out as well that way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take us to the fair itself, the date, the time, and what you need to provide when you come.
Okay, sure. So this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Chicken Express, number 3 North Front Street compound, we will have something set out there for you guys. And you come on down, we will have application forms available. So you can come on down and you can fill out the application forms. If you have any other documentation at that point, please feel free to bring it along. And we will review it there and then. And after that, we will go through the ones that we believe would deserve a second interview. And at that point, then you can bring in all the required documentations, right? And so yes, this Saturday, 8 a.m., 3 p.m., Quality Poultry Chicken Express compound. If you're serious about growing and serious about or use Belize and serious about make money, come to Quality Poultry. All right.
Andre, thank you for your time. We appreciate the time you've taken to speak with us.
And thank you as well.
All right, we take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we are going to be joined by Coconut Boy as he speaks on expanding the brand.